Need to get my woolly jumper on here. It's cold over in Germany. The winter break is over though, and we are back playing in the Bundesliga against Borussia Dortmund, who are currently fighting out for the title. We're a little bit of a way off of that. Having said that, we have made some new additions that might secure us a Champions League place. It's been a pretty busy start to January. Bit of a roundabout, a bit of a whirly gig at the moment. Best thing is I can sell really who I want because no one's really got an attachment to any of the players. It's not really going to upset anybody. And that's why I can arguably get away with selling on paper who was our best player. Dalibor Velimirovic. I think that's how you say it. Yep, defensive midfielder who on paper was our best actual asset. But having said that, didn't even get into my team. Alvaro has impressed me so much that I had to get him in. And I've also made a decent profit on Dalibor Velimirovic. They bought him for £4.5 million. I've sold him for £15.5 million, which is at least £3 million more than his actual valuation while he was here at the club. He's gone off to Wuhan. That's how I knew I had to sell him. Whenever China come bidding, or the Chinese clubs come bidding, you know that you've got a good chance of making a very decent profit on your players, and we have done that. And I've reinvested that money, along with the £14 million transfer budget that I originally had, I'd like to think quite well. I've made about 5 new signings, and all of them I think are going to add something to the squad. We'll start with 26-year-old Ian Meek. This guy's basically a backup for Good Dominguez when he's not particularly playing well. He's very quick, he's pacey, and the best thing about him is that I got him for only £2.6 million from Newcastle United in the UK. You can tell that he's not brilliant by any stretch of the imagination. Got a little bit of potential to get better. But the most important thing is that his actual goal-to-game ratio is not too bad for Newcastle. It's more the fact that he's quick, he's pacey, he can get up and down the line, and he's got a decent finish on him for a winger. He's just a fill-in, but it's better depth. And speaking of depth, hello, Mukhtar Diakabi. Obviously a player that we all know pretty well from Valencia. Spent much of his career at Valencia, obviously between 2019 to 2030, so 11 years there, but he decided it was time to move on, and I thought, you know what, for a minor or a modest £2.3 million, I'm going to pick him up. He adds a little bit of defensive solidity to the back, a little bit of experience, which is much needed at the back for us, and I think he could be potentially a very shrewd signing. He's only here for another year and a half as well, so I think that this is a pretty decent deal. Now we kind of get into the bigger signings, and this one is definitely one for the future. You'd think, actually, with a 4-star thing, he could play now. No, because he's played for 2 clubs already this season. So, Suleimanu Anabar Mbazo, I mean, I've absolutely nailed that. He will not be able to feature for us this season because, like I said, he's played for 2 senior sides so far already. But for next season, wow, goal record is pretty good. 68 in 137 appearances, 7 goals in 13 for Marseille, and a fair decent record as well for Sevilla B and Sevilla. I think this guy could be absolutely banging. He's still only 21 years old, got 16 goals in 29 games for Cameroon, 4 under 20 goals in 4 under 20 games. I think this guy could be absolutely amazing. How much did I buy him for? 3.8 million. I bought this for 3.8 million. Look at his average rating. Overall, 7.55, 68 goals, 22 assists, 33 man of the matches, and 137 appearances. This guy could be special. 3 more to go, and I've bought in a goalkeeper that is going to challenge Gasperini in goal, and that is Julian Centurion. Bought him in from Lyon. On paper, looks absolutely brilliant for this level, and you can tell by the 3.5 star, he's got 5 pros, 0 cons, very good. How much did I buy him for? £5.75 million. Unbelievable. Let me know if you think he should be the number 1 ahead of Gasperini. Gasperini's done not a lot wrong apart from the Leipzig game, but this guy is going to push him something chronic. Keep an eye out for Julian Centurion. Also keep an eye out for this boy, Jose Antonio. Now, not often a position I like picking, a left mid, but he's an advanced playmaker on the left. He's also an inverted winger, so he can be pretty good. He's not rapid, but his technicals are amazing. 13 dribbling is good, 17 first touch, 13 passing, 15 technique, 16 vision, 16 off the ball. I wanted to get a team together that's a little bit more threatening going forward, because defensively we're quite good. Going forward is the hard part. This guy could fix that. 25 years old Spanish. You can tell I've not really bought that many young players, but I bought everyone people in their mid-20s, so we've got everyone of around about a similar age, and they're all coming into their form. I bought him from Milan for a modest £6.5 million. I'm working with immensely tight budgets, but at the same time I think I've done brilliant. I am essentially right now the German Harry Redknapp. Yeah, well, me and Sandra, we went and we bought Bulan Chakmak. We went and bought Bulan Chakmak. He's a very good midfielder, advanced playmaker. Could also play as a Mazzala, I think. So yeah, and me and Sandra very pleased. And I think the question we're all asking is, how did I get such a good-looking son in Jamie? I can't tell if my Harry Redknapp is very good or not, but he makes a very good point, or my impression of it makes a very good point. Bulan Chakmak. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Just look at him. Advanced playmaker, Mazzala can play everywhere on the centre of the park. He's only 18 years old, so this is a very good one for the future. He scored against me in the rout for Leipzig. It's his only goal for Leipzig. How much did I buy him for, you ask? £9.5 million. He played at 7.2 on average for the 8 games he played for Leipzig this year. We've got an absolute gem here. So there you have it. There are my transfers. Let me know what you think in the comment section, if I've done a good job, if I am the gem in Harry Redknapp. And more importantly, who is the player we need to watch out for out of all those guys I bought? For me, I think it's either Chakmak or Mbezo. I'm very excited about both of them. It's a shame we won't get to see Mbezo until next season, but I'm excited. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And while you're down there, go on, drop a like on the video. If not, just for the Harry Redknapp impression. Alright, let's get into the Dortmund game then. They've obviously got a very good record against us. They are flying in the league as well. They've got a game in hand over leaders Schalke at the moment. So if they win this, they will go back top. Us, on the other hand, we've got a game in hand. If we win this, we will go ahead of Bayern Leverkusen in hunt of that Champions League place. Annoyingly, Bayern Munich are now right behind us. So they're finally picking up a little bit of form, which is worrying. I'm not waiting to see if the boys are good enough. I know they are, and that's why they are lining up today. So we've got Gasperini in goal, Rossi, Navarro, Tapsoba, and Parlato as the back four. That is not changing. The back four has been very good so far. Don't want to do too much to that. We've got Alvaro as the anchor man in the midfield. Schottard is now partnered by Bulan Chakmak, who is going to make his debut today, along with Jose Antonio and Ian Meek. Camilla Cameo is up front, looking for him/her to score plenty of goals. It's obviously a him. I just need the she for a reference. As we all know, Dortmund are a hub of young talent. You can tell here by the sheer amount of new gens they've got. The only real player I recognise is Romero and Onguene. Actually, Nubel as well, who's one of the best goalkeepers you can get on this game. But the man up front we need to watch out for is Sunaj Kuka. Wow, just look at him. Drink it in and be afraid. Be very afraid. Like I say, a lot of you will be keen to avenge what happened last time we played Dortmund. Naturally, it turns out we took a bit of a pasting. I wasn't here for it, so this is my first game against Dortmund in the entire series. So it'd be good if we can get off to a decent start, but I'm not expecting much. Mind you, we went away to Bayern Munich and we won 3-0, so why not do the same to Dortmund? Even a draw would be absolutely fine. It's just a case of just trying to remain relatively competitive in the game. That's the problem. Omondi is a player I was after. He's one of the highest talents in the world really at the moment. And I was trying to get him on loan, but I can see why they didn't loan him to me, because he's actually in their first team, which is a bit irritating. Inside, back to Jose Antonio, obviously making his debut. That's a decent ball. It's not as terrible. And Kuka is in. No one's going to catch him. He's so quick. Kuka, brilliant save there by Gasperini. He knows that there's pressure on him now for that number 1 jersey, and he's coming of age. That's a great save. I know I'm talking about him coming of age. He's 28 years old or 27 years old. He's old enough. It was Sandra's a great lady. I like Ian Meek. Ian Meek's a wonderful footballer. Brought him in just so he could make up the numbers, really. Genuinely, I've never tried a Harry Redknapp impression. I can hear it in my head and how it sounds. It's going to be interesting to see what comes out like in the editing. I've just spent the entire time doing Harry Redknapp impressions because there's been no action apart from a couple of saves. There's a highlight now. Better stop it now. Better get a bit serious. Rek on the ball, whips it in. Kale heads it straight down to Gasperini, who's having a very good game at the moment. This man could definitely hold a conversation. That's, oh my god, that was a bit worrying there. We were playing a little bit of dicing with danger there, but Rossi now, he loves getting forward. Rossi into Bulan. Gone Bulan into Alvaro. Lovely ball to Schottard. Schottard over the top. Cameo hits it. He's hit the post. Oh, he was offside anyway. Lovely ball over the top and great movement by Cameo. Unlucky not to finish it. 0-0. Very pleased. Very good. I'm going to certainly say I'm happy with the way things are going. Keep it up. We've not been particularly that great going forward attacking, but at the same time, we've not really looked so bad defending. I think we've been pretty decent all round, which is good. Corner to Dortmund. The only time they've really looked threatening is actually from set pieces. Other than that, they've not really created a lot from open play. It's been a very nip and tuck game. They're obviously dominating, but at the moment we're doing enough. Well, we've only got half an hour to go, and I'm feeling relatively comfortable with the way that this game has gone. We've done enough, but there's another highlight. Again, another throw-in set piece, really, more than anything else. From open play, Dortmund haven't really offered anything. That's not a great header from Rossi, straight to Verhoeven, who finds Lyons. Or Lyons? No, I'm going to call him Lyons. Verhoeven, miles over the bar. Very comfortable. We're doing a job on him here. We've not obviously looked like having a chance, but this could be it. As Tapsoba gets on the ball, into Alvaro, back to Tapsoba. It'd be very like us if we just nicked a goal out of nowhere. As Casal gets on the ball, finds Cameo. Cameo on the ball, up against the defender, tees it back. Rossi now. Come on, keep the ball, lads. Alvaro, good ball to Boulant Chapman. And then we're back to Alvaro. Alvaro into Tremolada. He's tried chipping him over the top. It's not really worked, but Tremolada's back onto it now. Go on, lad. That's awful from Tremolada. That's not what I brought you on for, mate. And they're going to be in here. Kel is racing through. I say racing through. Rek on the ball, hits it wide. We've gotten away with it. Not brilliant there from Tremolada. Brought him on. Not been impressed. There's another highlight. And yet again, it's another throw-in / corner / set piece from Borussia Dortmund. Czech whips it in. Great clearance there by Navarro, only as far as Vicario. He read the ball really well. Czech whips it in. They've headed over the bar again. They've just not been able to finish. They've had a Mike Leeds day today. Just unable to finish. I'm happy with a draw. We'll take it. We'll take it all the way to the back. It takes us back up into the Champions League places, and it's a very credible draw away at the Signal Iduna Park. Passionately say, we've just proved everyone wrong there by avoiding defeat, lads. Well done. Well done indeed. But against the league leaders, that's not too bad in the slightest. And next time we come back, we'll go a little bit further forward. Let's come back for games against... let's go for Cologne and Schalke, because Schalke are doing quite well at the moment in the league as well. So that takes us all the way up to March. So we're going to play all the way through the rest of January. I can't see us making any more signings. Then through February. And then, like I said, towards the business end of the season, where we've got a very difficult run-in. Where you can tell that we've got Bayern, Gladbach, Leipzig, Bayer, Leverkusen and Dortmund, so we really need to pick up a lot of points in these games, probably before the Schalke game, and hopefully that will see us maybe giving ourselves a chance of getting into the Champions League places. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then you know what to do. Drop a like on the video, share and subscribe, and also while you're there, why not follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/MikeRo14 or on Patreon, because when you go on support me on Patreon, you can land on this! Ta-da! Yes, welcome to the Munchies Wall of Fame, where Rachel, Jack and Jan von Drack are all there. Thank you very much for supporting me on Patreon. Obviously, if you want to get on the wall as well, then all you have to do is go and follow me on Patreon. Obviously, all my social media links are in there. So you got me on Twitter, on Patreon, and of course on Twitch TV, where I do stream Football Manager as well as a few other games as well. So if you do fancy seeing me and coming and hanging out live, then make sure that you go and check me out there. It's all very brand new now, isn't it? It's all almost semi-professional. It's not, though, you can tell, because I've just literally rustled this up. This will get better as the budgets get bigger, and as I have more time to actually focus on bits and bobs like this. But it's a start. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then you know what to do. Drop a like on the video, share, and subscribe, and until I see you for the next episode of my FM20 TYC series, or any of the other series on the channel. Take care of yourselves, everyone, and stay cool. Yourselves. Grammar, Mike. Grammar.